Hey guys, thanks for tuning into GameCast. Today I'm going to be reviewing One Piece Unlimited World Red for the 3DS. It's an action-adventure game on, obviously, the 3DS and 2DS that's set in the world of One Piece, and many people like the anime and they like the manga. I personally have never really been into it, but I needed a good action-adventure game to play on my 3DS in between releases of other games, so I decided to pick this one up, and so far I'm pleasantly surprised. I know a little bit about the anime and the manga, and from what I understand, this has nothing, almost nothing to do with the anime or the manga. It's a new story, and it's actually overseen by the series creator, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if it's canonical or not, but so far it's pretty fun. Introduces some new characters to it, from what I can understand. Obviously, you know Luffy, you know Zoro, and everybody else, but they show a few new characters, so I guess that's something for the people who like the anime and the manga to add on to, and for people like me who just kind of jumped into it, it wasn't anything different. There's a Coliseum mode in this game, so it's kind of like a, I guess like it's a boss battle, where you can fight against other enemies that you meet in the game and, you know, hone your skills as you go on. As far as Street Pass functionality goes, I'm not too sure about that one. I haven't really looked into it, but I will be soon. There's also co-op gameplay, which is pretty cool. So far I've seen fishing and insect catching. You can also fight in a local multiplayer battle arena type thing. And so far as I can see, the game just continues. Like, you can go along the story, but much like in Monster Hunter and Ragnarok, while there is that main story, you can deviate from the story and continue on and go questing, getting items, and other rewards for your crew. So that's pretty cool overall. Looking at the game visually, it's very nice looking. It's very anime-esque. I at first thought it was, just from a first glance, I thought it was hand-drawn, and then I noticed that it was very 3D. So it's a mix between the anime art style and then the art style of like Kingdom Hearts. Very colorful, it really pops when you're watching it. The cool thing about this game is it's the Japanese voiceover instead of having, you know, English voiceover. I do like that. I didn't notice if you can switch it to where it's the English voiceover. I'm gonna assume you can't, but don't quote me on that. So I have to look into that a little bit. But it plays a lot like Monster Hunter, so if you like Monster Hunter and you like those Ragnarok type games where you go out, quest, you slay big monsters, fight big enemies, and you go back, it's probably going to be your type of game. It's got the standard Monster Hunter-esque hub where your map and everything's on the bottom, at least on my 3DS. Everything's on the bottom. You can see where you're going. It's got your compass, and then you have your health bar at the top. So it's orientated to be very user-friendly, which is very nice, especially when you're, you know, jumping into it and you know literally nothing about it. But right here is where I'm going to show you some gameplay footage of a boss fight in the, I think it's the first episode. I'm not sure, it might be the prologue going into the first episode, but it's semantics at this point. This is going to showcase some of the combat, and this is one of the boss fights in the first episode. The companion behind me is my healer, so pressing R will allow me to heal myself in mid-fight, and it will also allow me to select from my special moves that you just saw there. So you have to hit the boss, obviously, in their weak points, like in many of the games that you play, using different button combinations between A, X, Y, and B. B is your jump, and you can do different button combinations depending on whether or not you hold Y and hit X and repeatedly tap X. Luffy will do different attacks based on that combination. It's pretty cool because it's very simple. It's not, you know, you have to do quarter circle back or anything like that. So it's really easy to get a hang of, and it's a lot of fun, and the battle's very interactive. Like, I just used one of the special moves in order to finish off the boss, and it goes into a cutscene. So the game is very pretty visually. There's a map on the bottom that shows you where you need to go, and it's very easy to wrap your head around. So even though I'm only 4 episodes into the story, I want to go back and I want to look into the manga and the anime just to get a little, background information on the characters. I do like the interactions between all of them, and I assume because I like this game, I would probably like the anime and the manga. Who knows? I'll find out later when I go back and look at it. But overall, I think the game is well put together. It's very smooth, it's not very clunky, and the art style is awesome. The voice acting is phenomenal. I do prefer the Japanese voice acting over, the English voice acting for the most part. And the mechanics in the game are pretty solid. The HUD is very Monster Hunter-like, so if you like that type of gameplay, you like it. Pick it up. It's fairly cheap. Where I am, it's $29.99, so it was just something to play in between releases, and I'm pleasantly surprised with the game. I would give it 4 fruits out of 5, because I think that is the whole point of the anime, is Luffy is searching for this fruit. Could be wrong. Don't crucify me. Just pick up the game, play it. It's a lot of fun. If you like the review, or you like our videos, you should check out our review for Tomodachi Life, or for Link Between Worlds if you need any other 3DS games to play. You can comment below with what you thought of One Piece Unlimited World Red, or you can subscribe for future reviews and videos. Follow us on Twitter, or find us on Facebook, and we will be happy to read and respond to your comments. You guys, have a nice night.